Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to some more TERA. So, last time we saw each other, we were working on the new patch, the Aerial Island patch, and there was a bunch of quests that had come to us. So I decided, you know what, we're going to continue the leveling guide. It's a little bit different now. Now we're focusing on this new Aerial Island update, but we're going to continue on because hopefully this will give us a bit more experience and possibly help us get to level 70 a little bit better than the past patch was whenever they added this whole level cap thing. Anyway, so off screen, as you can see, I did a whole bunch of stuff. I actually killed all of the monsters that they told me to kill, as well as the 5 over here in Sienna Canyon. So I figure at the end of the episode we'll probably go through and we'll turn in all of these, because I think these are just little side things for the cards. So they're not too important as the main one, which is the purple one here. So we're gonna go over here and talk to Samina and just see what's going on and just continue on from where we left off.
Fortune smiles.
Thank you for this. Our next step will be to fashion this wood into tent supports. Here, use this toolbox while I set up your next task. Alright, so I'm guessing I can just do that. Yep, there we go. Super simple. Now that we have a support frame, we need some leather to cover it up. The recent population explosion of ruins hyenas solves that problem for us. You can hunt them down and use their leather. Alright, so we have to kill 10 of these hyenas. And I guess because we just started, I should probably go ahead and do it on screen, but I am prepared this time, and I don't think it will be as hard as the others, since it's just 10 and not 100. Because I brought special things to help me out, of course, which I needed last time. I have now some battle solutions. I also bought some Noctiniums and some of the lamb bulgogi that I had in my bank. I'm just going to pop one of these solar orbs as well because they increase your non-combat movement speed. And then, of course, a bravery potion. And that should do us good. And then we should be able to take these guys out, no problem. So yeah, I guess I can tell you guys what happened. So basically, I went back off screen. Not the day of, actually. It was, I think, the day after. Because that day, I was just kind of so overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that TERA just threw at me that I hadn't been playing in so long, and I just decided, okay, well, I guess now we're going to get back into it, and we're going to get back to doing what we have been doing before, which I would say is going to be a lot of mob killings and beast killings, or whatever you call them now. That's just going to be our new thing, I guess. So I had to get back into the groove of things, since I haven't really been playing too much TERA lately. I know the game has been pretty slow as of late, and I was hoping that this update was gonna kind of help everyone out and kind of maybe bring some people back, or possibly even do better than that and just make the game more popular again. But, you know, it doesn't seem to be the case. And I did have some people telling me that the EU TERA is actually a lot better than the North American TERA, but as I am a North American TERA player, since I live in North America, that's what I'm doing. Which, unfortunately, it is a little tough for me, because when I was doing the quest for the dungeons, although it wasn't too bad, I actually thought it was going to be worse than it really was, but it wasn't too bad. The queues for the dungeons, of course, I thought I was going to be there all day long, especially for a Thought Metal Refinery, because with that one, I had quite a bit of trouble when I stopped playing the game, finding I had trouble finding a party for that dungeon. It just seemed super incredibly hard to get into for some reason. I guess because Thought Metal Refinery had slowed down since there was new dungeons out. So I figured it was going to take forever to do those quests. So while I was killing the hundreds and hundreds of little mini mob things in the overworld, I queued for the dungeon and got that finished as well. So I was really glad about that. Glad to actually have some nice, I don't know, I guess gameplay, because I wasn't just waiting around for a dungeon queue. It was actually popping pretty quickly, while I was also able to fight the monsters. Pretty much like this. Alright, so we got the 10 hyena skins. Nicely done. Now we can finish this tent. You hold up the frame while I cover it. Install the tent pole.
These ears await
Okay.
Step 1.
How am I supposed to do that? Oh, okay. I got it. There, we made another tent.
we honor each
Hard work has provided shelter for a new refuge family. You should be proud of your efforts today. My next duty is to dispense medicine to these people. Will you assist me? The medicine is in those boxes. Each person should receive one topical patch each day. Why don't you start at the tent over there? Alright, so we need to open these boxes here and get the medicine out. And we need to talk to Emilda's family, who I guess is right over here. No? It's showing
There's a reason you
literally right around here, but I don't see anyone. Probably right in front of me, of course, and I'm not actually gonna know what to do. Oh, I just had to come over here. Okay.
Is the war nearly over?
Ah, what's that in your hand? No, I don't want any more medicine. Get away! No! I said no. Every day that weird thing, it makes me feel funny. I won't take it anymore. Well, I'll do it if you give me a new toy. Okay. He has a very interesting outfit.
Why come here?
What is that? Is it a toy? It is. Oh, what a marvelous top. Well, alright. Can I have my toy now? Sure you can. Alright, so we have to speak with Rushan now. I'm glad you're helping out. Here, most of the Federation advisors we get just swoop in, earn some gold, and then move on. We're working hard to find a remedy that will do more than just ease pain, but we're always short on test supplies and skilled gatherers. Speaking of which, are you doing anything right now? You've probably noticed a recent influx of basilisks to the area. They've been driven out of their normal habitats, and some are showing signs of amber powder infection. Now, not many people know this, but basilisk's blood is a natural antitoxin, and they can usually heal themselves from any kind of poison. If you can, please collect blood samples from the desert basilisk. Alright, so I have to kill 10 of these, and I'm having a feeling that this is going to probably be a lot harder than I think it is, because I feel like I remember people saying that this part of the game is from the last patch. It was when... I actually want to see what this is. Oh, increased reward battleground reputation. Oh, the weekend battleground spotlight, yes. But people were saying that this area here, when the last patch came out, was where you can do all of your leveling. Because basically you just come through here and you kill a whole bunch of basilisks, and it gives you a whole bunch of experience. And people were saying that they didn't want to do that. They were just like, wow, seriously, I have to spend all of my time killing millions of basilisks all day, every day, in order to actually get any levels, and I just don't want to do that. And the other option was, of course, fishing, which a lot of people didn't want to do as well. They didn't want to fish. Yeah, I can see why, because AFK fishing can be a little annoying in this game. I know I found kind of an annoyance with it myself as well. But they do drop some haldiums, which is actually pretty good. I'm not needing those though, but if I drop one that is the one that I need, that would be nice to have. But yeah, the only option you had was to kill millions of these basilisks here, or it was to, oh gosh, just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, or it was to do the fishing, which obviously was another thing people didn't want to do either. So you had a choice between the two. of what you want to do. And in order to get the most experience from the AFK fishing, you also had to upgrade your rod, which honestly took a lot of materials. If you were spending all your materials on your gear, then you wouldn't have any materials to buy your fishing rod and upgrade it. So it was kind of like a choose what you want to do type of situation. You could either do this or you could do that. You could fish or you could get your materials up, and yeah. You could ooh, I got a skill advancement XP. But you can get your materials up to get yourself some gear, or you can get your materials up and upgrade your fishing rod and AFK fish for most of your experience, which I found honestly very annoying. I was not a fan of the whole fishing thing. Like, I liked the fishing, I got it, I understood why they implemented it into the game, but I just found it kind of bothersome that they wanted you to fish to get your experience, when if you wanted to get the big fish, which were the big ones that everybody was wanting, the golden ones, which were worth the most money and gold, you had to not AFK fish. So it was either you sit there and you AFK fish, or you stay there and fish all day and get yourself a whole bunch of well, the little fish, the ones that aren't exactly the ones you're looking for, and aren't as much in terms of gold if you're trying to sell them. But no, it was just so annoying to me. Like, I hate that I am bashing the game so much, because I was a proponent of the game for such a long time. But I think from what I've seen from everyone that watches my videos is that people feel the same way. They feel that the game was never truly complete because the people that did the TERA games just didn't care for the game anymore and weren't putting as much time into it as they should, or fixing problems that needed to be fixed first before they were worrying about starting new things or just getting these new things going with the game that they shouldn't have been working on until they finished what was already broken. Like, a big one was the servers, of course. Everybody complained about the servers because they were unstable, and I've actually not had as much trouble with the servers as I used to have since we upgraded our internet. I used to have a whole bunch of trouble with the TERA servers because my internet was completely crappy, so yeah, it was pretty bad. I would literally disconnect at the drop of a hat, and if I did not keep moving, my character would disconnect and it would be terrible. I don't have that trouble as much anymore as I used to. At least I haven't had it since I've been playing the game again. But I don't know. It just seems like this is a little bit better, although I feel like people are still complaining about it because they still have the same problems. So either way, it's still not fixed the way it should be, which is whatever. I guess they're not going to fix it, and that's the problem. That's why the game is deciding to kind of die out a little bit, because they aren't fixing the problems that they already have with the game. So that's where we left off and where we are right now. Honestly, if you're even still watching the TERA videos, it means you still play the game. So I shouldn't even like complain too much about it, because at least you're watching some of the videos and you're still supporting the game in some way, which is always good because the game can't make money unless you support it. Most of the time, the free games, at least. And these games are free to play, and a lot of people say it's better to buy things in the game. But you know what? I've played this game for, oh gosh, I don't even know how long. Probably more than 4 years, maybe. It might have been a little less or a little bit more. I can't remember exactly. I know I started playing the game around the time that the female brawler first debuted. And after that, I kind of just stuck with the game a little bit. And I loved it so much that I wanted to continue playing. So that's what I did. And I loved it ever since. But then as I kept playing every other year, it would kind of just, I don't know, it's like the support would get lower and lower. I'm gonna have my bot heal me up here instead of being keen for right now. Because we need a little bit of experience, or not experience, a little bit of HP, a little help with some heals while we're out here in the field. Because I don't have a bunch of healing items with me. But yeah, when I started playing the game, I really loved it. My favorite part of the game has always been the questing. So stuff like this isn't too annoying to me because this is what I did for 10 to 12 times, maybe even more than that, because I've had so many characters. My favorite part was just leveling up and doing the quest. And I actually read through pretty much every single quest that the game has, which is pretty cool. I don't think a lot of people can say that they've read through every single quest that the game has, but I did, and I enjoyed it. That was my favorite part, was getting to read through the quest and get to go through and kind of know some of the history behind the game, because when I first played through it, I didn't read through the quest because I didn't know about the game. I was introduced to the game, and when I was introduced, I was not told that I had to read through the quest. I was just told, hey, get this quest, pick it up, let's do this, let's kill these, let's move on. Don't read through the quest, that's a waste of time. You want to get to max level as quickly as possible, because that's when the game really starts and really gets interesting. Unfortunately for me though, I didn't think the game was as interesting once I got towards the end. I was more of a fan of the game before you got to the end with all the questing stuff. That was my favorite part. So I feel bad that I kind of was like playing through the game this whole time and not experiencing it to the fullest because I didn't play through the quest and read through them like I wanted to. But you know what? Everybody plays the game at the start differently, and that's the way that it was. And that's what I did, was I played through the game that way because that's how I was taught to play it. It's just how you were taught to play the game. So like whenever I would play through and meet someone in the game, or I would join someone in a party that they were leveling on and they needed some help with, I would obviously help them out, and it would be fun for me because I'd get to go through and show people how I went through the game, but also show them some secrets if they want to get through it fast, or if they want to enjoy their time in the game and go a little bit slower, then they can read through the quests as well and have just as much fun. Because that was the fun of the game for me, was the casual experience. I wasn't some of the big players, you know. I didn't like the PvP aspect of it or the dungeon crawling aspect of it as much as it was the questing. Now I did go through a time where the dungeon was a big part of it, and I really enjoyed the dungeons more than anything. Because I know I leveled up probably 2 or 3 priests, and maybe a mystic or 2, by only running dungeons to get to level 65, and I found that was one of the quickest ways to get the experience at the time. I'm pretty sure it's probably changed since I was leveling, but yeah, that's what I did at first, and that's what I found fun then. And now, as I've come back into the game and realized how much more grindy it still is, it's, you know what, it's still fun to play, but it does become monotonous sometimes, I guess, and it can be a little bit annoying because you're doing the same thing that you've done to get to level 65, but now you're doing it again to get to level 70, and you don't want some of this mindless killing. You just want to get your experience because you feel like you've done it enough and that you've proven yourself. You've got to level 65. You've gone to the end of the quest line. You've defeated the Federation people the people that were attacking the Federation, and now you're ready to go and you're ready to continue to get to the end game and play through those dungeons that you've been waiting to do like the whole time, but you can't because they want you to do more stuff like that now. So I don't know. Teach their own. But I'm in a bit of trouble here because I have gotten myself 3 basilisks when I only needed 1, and the one that's almost dead is the one I need to focus on. I'm trying not to like die, but I think I should be okay. The other ones will go away once we run away from here. Let's just kill this one here that we need to get rid of, that one that's low on health. And then we will be finished with the quest and we continue on. Alright, just a little more. Come on. There we go. Now we have 10. And you can see that there is 100 that you're supposed to kill. I think that's for a daily thing. Can only imagine how long that would take to kill 100 of them. I know it took me a while to kill those little mini BAMs or whatever for those yellow quests, but those were one-shots. These are 20 million one-shots, so definitely be a little bit more difficult. Okay, yeah, let's actually look at that. Yeah, there it is. You get 72 million experience for that. Wow! And see, you can either do that or you can complete the dungeon, which you get 64 million. So, to each your own, I guess. You want to fight mobs and stuff in the overworld? Go right ahead. You want to do dungeons? Pretty much the same thing. Thank you. We'll use these samples in our efforts to find a cure. Looks like you've done a lot of work here today. We're happy to host you as long as you want to help, but there's a developing situation to the north. Our expedition in the Veritas district is trying to create a murdering early warning system. They can use someone like you in Bastion. Of course, you're so busy you probably forgot about Bastion. Baldur's Refuge is one of the most important archaeological sites in the world, the ancient home of the gods Baldur and Sarin. Te gods. I don't know if that was a little error there or if that was supposed to be there, but it might have been a little bit of a little error there, misspelling. The many relics draw all sorts of unwanted attention, and our researchers in the town of Bastion are always organizing survey teams. We can't afford to have the amber powder spread to such a sacred place. If you have the time, please go there and speak to my colleague, Larive. Alright, so we have to go to Bastion. So I think we're going to do this other stuff here too. So first we're going to go to Zeldius, because I had to, in Kenstra, I had to do that as well. I'm going to turn in those quests, and then we'll head to Bastion lastly, and then we'll end off the episode. Because I think we have been going on for a little while. Sorry if I've been droning on for the past 30 minutes now. It's only been about 23, but still. Some people were complaining that I talk too much. Sorry, but what do you expect me to do? It's commentary. That's the whole point. I'm supposed to talk. Oops, guess I talk a little too much. Although there are other people who say that they want me to talk more and that they could listen to my voice all day. So, it's very confusing sometimes. Okay. So here we are. Cedos, who I did the quest for. You taught the Argons a lesson. That's for sure. Alright, so she has more quests for us, apparently. You made the situation a lot easier, but there's still so many Argons around. Can you help us again? Alright, so she wants us to kill 40 and 60 more, and she's going to give us some more of these card fragments. So I can already tell that this is just going to be quest for the cards. And I'm going to save one of my scroll thingies because I'm going to teleport to Velica with the Velic's horn because it's my passive skill, so I might as well use it. It has an hour cooldown and I'm not going to use it again, but it'll take me to Velica so I don't have to use one of my books. Alright, here we are in Velica, where we need to be. We need to speak with Dougal, though. You know, I moved the horse to F7 because it was a lot easier for me to use it whenever I was killing all the mobs in the game than clicking on the side over there to get it to come up. But now that I'm recording, it's a lot easier for me to have it back over there. Alright, Dougal, I did your dirty work.
What can I tell you?
Already? You make things look too easy. And of course he has something else for us. You never failed me, not once. How about more difficult monsters this time? Alright, so he has level 64 monsters he wants me to do, or no. Oh, he has more dungeons, okay. Yeah, he has more dungeons he wants me to do for more card fragments. Okay, well, let's continue on and go to the next one then. We need to go to Akram and turn in this quest. I can already tell where this is going, and it's definitely looking like it's going to be a task. These are all the cards, the card quest or whatever. So they technically could be considered side quests, and we don't necessarily need to do them, especially me doing them on screen, but I felt like, whatever, we're already here, I've already finished them, I might as well turn them in, you guys might as well see what I get for them. And see for yourself, before you do all this, before you do it yourself. That way you'll know if you really want to do it or not, because if you want to do the card stuff, then this is probably what you'll want to do, because they're going to give you a ton of cards, since it is the beginning of this whole card collecting quest thing, and they just rolled it out. They want to make sure you do as much as possible with it. Alright, so you want me to do more, don't you? The Winter Wolf's encampment is home to the most fearsome warriors of the Kaidan Rebellion. Head southwest, and here you'll find them. Okay, so we have to kill more of those things. 60, 40, oh, 120 now. And 300. Wow, that is a lot of things that I have to kill. Alright, so let's go to the last one. Let's end it off in the beautiful Sidra Fae, or whatever it's called. Where? There they are. I only have 5 of these left. I should probably get some more. Because I feel like I'm going to be doing this quite a bit, and I don't want to have to buy a whole bunch of scrolls and travel around a million bajillion times just to get to each place. So I might have to get some more village atlases. But yes, my favorite area, Sidra Fae, the Fae area, the most beautiful area, hence why it's my favorite. Best place for taking pretty screenshots as well, if you're into that, because of all the pretty colors. Alright, so this is the last one, and we'll head to Bastion and meet with Laravi. Thank you so much. We've beaten back the Mogados, but there's still plenty of monsters out there. Please kill the Sillywood Tentaculars, Sillywood Colors, and Emberheart Dracolos in the Bower. Okay, so we have to kill 150 of those, so that's going to be a task for me to do off screen as well. Alright, so I need to go to Bastion, that's my last thing. Let's go ahead and use all of these card things first though. Might as well. We got Kildios. Probably be easier if I do it that way. Dougal. Kareen. And Surreal. Okay. And these are only level 1. So I am not going to worry about equipping those. Plus I can't do it anyway. I don't have any more space. You have to get like level 2, I think it is. Let's head to Bastion, which is over here. I actually think Bastion is up there as well with some of my favorite places. I'm a big fan of the good looking places and the cute ones with lots of sun and pretty colors than I am to the dark, more dangerous looking places. And Bastion is one of those that I like as well, with all the lush greenery and stuff. Very nice. Okay, so we need to go talk to I'm guessing that's Larvae. Or Larivy, Lorva, whatever your name is. I'm glad we're doing it here though, because I actually need to go to the bank as well.
Greetings, soldier.
Hello, traveler. What brings you here? Defense stones react to a specific condition, creating an impenetrable barrier when danger is near. For instance, let's say you want to keep a banana safe from a sloth. All you have to do is design a defense stone that would react to anything that would steal a banana. And voila! Are you sure you understand? You should take a look at it yourself. The prototype should react to the sample of amber powder. Take this powder and approach the Aura Centennial. Oh, is it right there? Oh, okay. Well, since it's right here, we might as well do it. And speak to her. Whoa! That's a lot of light.
Helping others.
Like you just saw, the prototype sensed the powder and activated a barrier. When fully powered... Ooh, I love how it says poured. Another little mistake there on their part. Oh boy. You gotta love it. When fully poured, the Aura Centennial will be able to detect the tiniest grains of amber powder and protect the entire refuge. We still need more information on the amber powder and how it operates. There was supposed to be a messenger heading our way with research data, but none have approached me so far. Do you know anything about it besides that it's come from Mutterwings? Wow, that's a lot to take in. But we should definitely be able to calibrate the Aura Centennial for that. When it's done, we'll do a larger scale test, but at the present we don't have enough materials for more than one installation. A specialist? Well, that's great news. Go to Camp Curiosity on the east side of Baldur's Refuge and find Ariel. She's an expert on the defense stones and can tell you exactly what to gather and where. Alright, we've got our next quest, what we need to do. But we're going to do that next time. We will finish off. I'm going to work on those yellow quests as well off screen. Trying to finish those up to get some more cards. And so I'm not too worried about finishing them super quick, because I feel like they're going to have more for us to do anyway. But if there is anybody who is on the TERA team watching, you got a couple of grammatical mistakes in some of your quest lines. Just letting you know, you might want to fix those before it gets poured up. Oh goodness, that was such a simple one that could have been looked at and corrected before the update rolled out. But you know what? It's fine. So if you see that, you might want to fix your game a little bit. The grammatical errors are a little bit obvious to people who are actually reading the quest line. I know not many people do, but ta-ta, I am. Look at me reading the quest. Alright, so that's it. We're going to finish off today and get done with the quest. Next time we're going to go see Aurelie, who is going to be way over there at this camp area here. So we'll go out to her next time and continue on with some more leveling, I'm hoping. Am I getting any experience for this? Yes, I am. I'm getting a bunch of experience. Okay, so skill optimizations as well, which I need. Just plenty of things to get me up to my next level, which is what I'm hoping this whole thing is about, is helping me get to the next level. Alright, so that's it for me. I will see you guys next time in some more, well, I guess we can call this the leveling guide, but more of the Aerial Island update.